Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bar. I'm Willa, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be diving back into blueprints. Here we go for day number 6. All right, let's see if we can do this thing. Slowly starting to understand things, piecing it together. Once again, we're going to do our little check of the starting area. Everything here looks the same. We get our 1 coin of allowance. The pictures are still the same. Yep. Nothing here is funky. We're going to head outside because getting those bonus rooms is nice. I want to see if I can find new things or effective things there. The outside rooms are very, very interesting. So we're going to try and make the most of them. Figure that out. Yeah, okay. What are we going to see? Hovel is, yeah, steps instead of gold. Shelter protects you from red room. I want to take the shelter, but I am trying to learn more things, so we'll take the hovel and we'll see how this goes. What is this? It's got a dig spot. We've got notice of termination. Dear Mr. Revane, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the ground has been greatly appreciated. However, I regret to inform you that your services as groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms in particular has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, House Manager. So this is the place where the old groundskeeper lived, it seems. Ooh, I can turn the gas on. So that's now 2 fires. We still need 2 more. I still don't know what will happen when that happens, but we shall see. Nice. That is I mean, I don't know if it does anything right now, but it does something in theory. Outer room, a squalid dwelling on the edge of the estate belonging to one of the groundskeepers. Yeah, okay. So steps are going to be at a premium today, given we've got the hovel active. Which does make spending a bunch of steps to get the hovel feel a little worse, but we'll see. If I remember correctly, we have the car keys in storage at the coat check, so if I can grab the coat check and then get the garage, things might be kind of fun. So we'll start off going to the right as we do. Hallway, closet, den. Den gives a gem, but I don't know what the gems actually do in this instance, so we'll grab it just to see. I want to know what the gems actually do. Do we still collect them? Yeah, we still collect them. Maybe if we can find the laundry, we can, you know, recycle them into something else. Which could be nice. Turn them into keys, maybe. I don't think there's anything in here that jumps out to me. None of the clocks are ever different. And the artwork, we've seen some stuff about the artwork, so I'm a little suspicious, but for now we have to deal. Storeroom gives stuff, but I want the items from the closet. It's right here. It's beautiful. And what are we going to get? We're going to get a gem and a key. That kind of sucks. I'm going to be so honest, that kind of sucks. The key is fine, but the gem is a little sad. Move up here. Workshop. Walk-in closet has 4 items and requires 3 steps. I'm so curious, and this is also a new place. If we look at it, The stylish and smart clothes in this generously sized closet belong to the former mistress of the estate, Lady Epson. Though the small dressing room has not been used in many years, it is nevertheless kept up and preserved in the state you now find it. So this should have lots of items for me, lots of goodies. Got our bat picture. And then you have 2 gems, which is not good. A salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. Got another picture of her. She's not wearing the necklace in this one. She's just got a little bow tie. I don't think there's anything we could zoom in on. And then some money. Is that? I really thought items was going to be like key card, wrench, things like that, not jewels that I can't use, which is a little unfortunate. This one we're hoping for a wide open thing. The boiler room is interesting, but it doesn't do anything different than the parlor or the hallway, so we're going to take the parlor for now. And I should also be paying attention to what's got steam vents. Many of these rooms do not. Parlor's got the little game. Hey, there's an apple. That's actually really nice. 3 steps is 3 steps. I wonder if I could use that wind-up key on the breaker box now that I think about it. See if I could use it. We're gonna hold off because this just gives gems, and I don't need gems at all. Here we've got various things I don't love. I think we take the spare room because we really don't want to end up stuck, and this keeps us with some options, though. If this one doesn't turn right or split, yeah, security is beautiful. Oh, security is very good. Okay, nice. Another apple for us. Salt shaker, kind of paying off. Yeah, this has the same things it always does. You can take theme, which is good to know. Nothing else here is new. At least it doesn't appear that way. The computer. We're going to do our security settings. Inventory. There's nothing good. Keycard system. I always like to set the security level to high. And the offline mode to unlocked. And then we just hunt around for the breaker box. And then I'll double check the network, but if I don't see anything, we'll just skip it. Yeah, nothing new. I want to poke my head south to see if we can find some stuff before we go wandering north again. Because yeah, like the pantry will let us do, let's check one more room and also give us some money in the process. We are finding all of the fruit today. Normally we don't find this much fruit. That's very weird. Can't be the hovel. The orchard's doing something. I'm just getting lucky. I have no idea. All of these are a little sad. We'll take the nook because that's just a free key. And then we'll continue on our way north. Yeah, you've still got your shenanigans out here. Got ourselves another key, and then everything else in here is unusable. Really, we're just looking for the breaker box, but we only have one way to progress right now, so we're a little bit nervous about that. I'm always nervous in this game. It feels so easy to get stuck. Courtyard would be great. Chapel costs me money, and I don't want that. So I will just pay the steps for the courtyard. Then we got dig spots. You are locked, but one of the main items we can get doesn't do anything for us. so I don't really want to mess with that. Bedroom. Corridor's always left unlocked. If I do this, it cuts me off. I don't love that. And so maybe we just corridor our way forward. Though, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps, feels like it could be very good. But bedrooms are often dead ends, and that makes me very nervous. This again puts us in the you only have one way you can go, and we don't have any rerolls. But like, it feels very I don't know. 50 steps still feels like a lot, so I'm gonna take the corridor. We're not that desperate yet. I'd like one more split before I start taking dead ends, or at least dead ends like in a corner. I say that as we now have sadness. Kitchen costs us a bunch of steps, but gives us more options, so we will be taking that. And we might be able to afford some food with the money that we have. Always check just for any lost loot items. And then we got banana, club sandwich, bacon and eggs. Then add morning room to today's draft pool. I don't know what a morning room is. Now this is a new thing. I want to find out what this does. So we'll buy some bacon and eggs, and we'll add a morning room to our draft pool, whatever that means. This we want to split if we can. Laboratory we want to grab, and then we want to see if we can get it to the thing. Oh, I have to select, yeah. Because this room does not take steam, so we have to go in here. More gems. That's not gems. Look like gems. Hey, magnifying glass. Can I do anything with this? Complete thaw. Cooler is unaffected. Whatever that means. Cooler is unaffected. No idea. Can also check this for anything, but normally it's pretty obvious if there's an area worth looking at. This machine, as always, is unpowered. This... Oh, let's go. Oh, okay. H. Heli Beb Knopf NES. And then I assume that's for what order we do this in. Things like that. Any other things in here clickable while I have the magnifying glass? Touch everything! Anything will let me touch at least. Just like spam clicking to see if anything like sticks. Oh, well, we could just use this thing. Oh, but it's missing the 2 under Y, which I assume... Oh, none of you are necessary for this. It's also missing 2 under Y. Maybe that's just a periodic table of elements thing. I don't actually know. That cuts us off on this end, which is very bad. We're really committed to finding the common room. Experiment setup. Continue with experiment. Whenever you draft a shop, for each bedroom you draft after the second, when you draft a red room, spread dirt on the driveway. For each bedroom you draft after your second, gain 3 gold feels weird, but I feel like whenever you draft a shop room, gain 3 gold for each red room in your house. We see if that does anything. And then I can go into the network. Oh, that's not the right password. Skip to if it actually does anything. Do remote terminal access. We can see security is online. So I can just like... I don't think I can do anything special remotely, but we've actually been remote connected, so... This is just allows the security. Okay. If I had a way to turn the power off, that would be great, but I don't. So once again, only have one option. So hopefully we don't just hit only dead ends and lose the day right here. Ooh, okay, nice. West Wing Hall is beautiful. That one gives us multiple options. Oh, staff notice out of June. I want to see if we can do anything special. No, it doesn't seem like it has anything special on it. So we want to keep trying to go in. We want to go inwards so we can find the power place, which would be great. Come on, breaker box. Oh, no breaker box. We take the hallway. That doesn't really do much, so I guess we'll grab the nursery. Having two things point in the same direction just doesn't feel great. Maybe it'll cost me, but for now we're okay. Oh. This could have a lot of hidden information. I don't know if it will, but this is the... There's a lot of potential information. There's just so many pages to this book. I'm really curious if the things in the book are the things in the pictures. You gotta find the pictures that don't, things that aren't in here. Though it is seeming more and more likely that this is just a picture book. Nothing jumps out at me scanning through things. Yeah, nothing hidden on the quilt. Nope. Nothing hidden on the bath. And an old clock. The mirror doesn't seem like it's a different person or something. Aha! No, it's just the first page of the book. I was really hoping that would have more information in it. I'm not gonna lie, I was really hyped for a whole bunch of info, and we didn't get any. So, kind of bummed about that. There's the queen, there's the car. Everything else is bupkis. This door is locked. I have to use the key. Hey, the garage that I want, but I have to take the chapel because otherwise we are dead. So we come in, but things are still fine in here. I don't actually get any penalties because we're doing that. I feel like I should be able to do something with the gardening picture. I want to, but I can't interact with it in any way. I want to go this way first. The office, the commissary, or the storeroom. Commissary, I think, gives us 3 gold. But the storeroom is another key. I really want to pay for that. I think we might still be in the take storeroom for the key and then keep going up the side. We take the commissary. I think we do that, and then yeah, we get 3 gold for doing this. And then in here you're selling bananas, gems, keys, and a metal detector. Gross. Not really what we need. 2 days only, and then that one's not helpful. Yeah, this is how we got the swan song. With and without still don't help me with anything. This is a keycard door. Oh no, not like this. Not like, god damn it. We're stuck on the left side and we can't get out. Bedroom, the pool. Adds locker room, sauna, and pump room. Sure. I don't know what the pool does. Oh, and did I have any other new rooms? I don't think I did. Everything else feels familiar. An indoor Orindian pool was one of the most modern additions to the estate, the inclusion of which provided a convenient excuse for building a handful of other rooms which not only complement an indoor pool, but are often compulsory inclusions. Locker room, sauna, and pump room. I don't know what those are going to do. Can I fall into the pool? No, okay. It'd be really funny if you could, though. Bunch of towels. Okay, I assume this room doesn't do anything. Pool rules. The draft pool is your deck of potential floor plans. Each time you draft, 3 random floor plans are drawn from the draft pool for you to select from. The odds of drawing a specific floor plan may differ depending on the room. Some rooms are more rare than otherwise. Floor plans added to the draft pool are removed at the end of the day unless otherwise stated. No running. If I run in the pool, is something going to happen to me? No. Okay. We keep trying to go inwards if the game will let us. The drawing room is interesting, but it's equivalent to the bedroom in this case. So we'll grab the bedroom. That gives us extra steps. And as always, there's nothing really in here that we care about. Greetings from Reddington. Still doesn't do anything for me. This is maybe a different person. There's no beauty mark. Huh. Okay. There's the picture again. We have to pay attention to which picture is supposed to be around and isn't showing up. And then we go north here if we can. Workshop, laboratory, observatory, always observatory. Send me to the right. Still need my stupid breaker box. None of this had anything remotely secret looking in it, did it? Yeah, no. Okay. We check upstairs to make sure that there isn't... I don't know why you can come up here. I'm gonna be so... Oh, right. This is how you turn the thing. Yeah. Does this change, like, what I can see in the sky? No, okay. Like, I think it was for the puzzle at the start. Why don't we put our eyeball here? 5 stars? Southern Cross. Rooms 4 doors are more common today. That could do a lot for me if I go to the right here. That'd be locked. Oh, weight room is rough. Rotunda can rotate. I'm gonna earn and spread gold. I mean, we gotta try the rotunda out, right? Like, so what's your dealio? Yeah, you're rare. A circular chamber with a domed ceiling adorned with an array of mechanical gears. In the center of the room, a stone podium serves as a central pivot point for the chamber's true purpose, rotation. A fitting function for a room named Rotunda, which means clockwise room in Origin. So I assume I press the button and it rotates, right? So we're kind of okay, just like touching anything, right? It's locked. When I press the button, we rotate. Oh, like unsurprising. Has the family logo on it, and so this one is still locked by that definition, but maybe we get lucky on one of these. Yeah. Great Hall has 7 locked doors. You don't know where they all go. The locker room spreads keys throughout the house. Wait, we can rotate floor plans? These floor plans, yeah, none of them are rotatable. Oh. Well, I want the keys. That needs to happen. I go in here. It's a little floaty. This locker is locked. This locker is locked. Locker is locked. So I can spend a bunch of keys to do stuff. Locked, 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 locked. There's gonna be something in here that I want. Locked. You have lawn, but nothing else. You've got a fan. You're locked, you're locked, you're locked. Locked, locked, locked. It's all locked. That's also locked, but now there should be keys all over the house. Whatever that means. Now I can rotate you again. Doesn't seem to be a consequence for rotating it, so we continue to rotate it. There's nothing else we can do in the locker room until we have keys, so we head back south from here. Secret passage. Hallway. Can I keep rotating this? Oh, that's so cool. I mean, we have to do that, right? Like, that gives us some stuff. It's a lie. Still a bunch of things I can't interact with in any way. I want to try and head south and hit the breaker box. That would be ideal. Wine cellar is unhelpful. But everything else costs me too many steps at this point, so we'll take it and we'll poke our head in. We did look at the... Oh, this poolside locker room is of course not always poolside, but it is much more convenient for guests when it is, and much less annoying for the servant who must follow the dripping swimmer across the house searching for their locker. Yeah, that's fair. We got the rotunda. Wine cellar. A short staircase leads down to this below-ground cellar, revealing an impressive collection of bottles from every respectable vintage of the last 200 years. To the seasoned wine aficionado, the labels displayed here would indicate a preference for prioritizing extravagance and rarity over quality. Is there anything down here besides that? MCCXIII. Oh no. Oh. Something that ends in 8. No. 13. It's like 5218 or something. MCCXIII. Yeah, because that's 13. L is 50, C is 100, M is 500, I think, or 1,000, but it's like 5213 or something. Okay, we can try that. Are any of these drinkable for me? Be cool if I could drink one for steps or something. Just spam clicking, but again, I think this room is really just here for a bunch of gems. It would be really good if I needed gems at all. If there was any indication of something I could plug in. Okay, so that's a bit of a bust. But we can keep going to the east side now. It's locked. That's locked, that's locked. So I have to go up here. And I need to find keys. I didn't see any keys back there. So hopefully I can find keys as I retrace my steps. And if not, we're just kind of sad. I don't know how many keys it spreads out or where exactly, so we're gonna have to check every little nook and cranny that we went past the first time. Needs to now be checked for keys, because keys would be great. The steps instead of gems is very interesting. I don't know how I feel about it. I really, really don't. Oh, come on. Where are my keys at, game? That is a die that I missed, I think, the first time. But now we're back in here. I have to see if there's any keys in here. And I kind of have to go north from here. It's locked, so keycard door, locked door, keycard door. So now I have to go back to security, I guess, and see if I can find any of the keys that got spread around the house. I can also crack the piggy and try and get a key from the commissary. Let's try that. I'm sorry, piggy, keeper of ties. Break the keeper. It'll only be broken once. You sure you want to break him now? Yeah. Plus 12. Let's go. So now I can go into here and I can purchase a key and a banana. Sick. And then we try and go north here, probably. We don't have much other reason, and that uses the least extra steps. Steps are more valuable now that we have fewer. Use the lock, the key on the door. Come on, breaker box. I can do storeroom, and it doesn't really do very much for me, so we are going to take workshop and kind of roll the dice. I should have rolled there. I should have rolled on that one. You have a sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay. There was a locked trunk somewhere where we were before. Maybe in the courtyard, so if we have to go looking for keys. Ask as... It's ASK, AS. Sledgehammer, magnifying glass. Sledgehammer, salt, magnifying glass, salt. Yeah, no, okay. And then this, I can't zoom in on. Can I zoom in on you? Does any of this tell me helpful things? Can I, like, look over? No. Yeah, message is bold, but... Anything special? Nope. And that's another keycard door. Maybe I should put it to low in the future. Because I like putting it to high to try and maximize the payoff by finding the breaker box. But not finding the breaker box is getting me in trouble. So there is that. We have a die roll if we need it. Maybe security will tell me where the keys are. We're really looking for keys, and we know there's you. Aha, we found a key. Sledgehammer. You have the compass, goes north more frequently, and what is this? Oh, we open it? There's a treasure map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get to there. That's great. I can't get to there, but there's another key here. Let's check security for how many keys are in the building. Hello, friend. Inventory. There are 3 more keys in the building, but I'm low enough on steps that may not matter a lot. I can try and poke my head through if I see anything. So I can try and run around looking for stuff, but it's going to eat most of my steps. So I feel like we're in the... We try and go through the locked hallway door and see if we can pull a win out with that. So I don't think we have much other choice. I like to check the workshop and see if I can combine anything in a fun way. We have to go pretty close to that anyways, so we'll see if we can do any new combinations with this. Got the compass, sledgehammer, magnifying glass, salt. I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with that. Nope, tragic. Makes sense. None of them seem like they combine well, so c'est la vie. Onwards. So I could also rotate and try and go north, because that was also locked. And if I can do that and I find the dining room, that'll give me my steps back. Oh, come on. Please, high roll. Oh, that's so bad. We're going to redraw. Boiler room, drawing room, archives. None of these are awesome for me. We take the... Ooh, I can rotate the drawing room, actually. If I rotate you, we can do that. We go in here. Are there any keys in here? No, and I still don't know what the space on the pictures means. It feels like it should be the difference between two numbers of steps. But the thing I thought was like 5, 2, 1, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 1, 3. 5, 1, 1, 3. I don't know if I cleared before that. Nope. I started with 70, and now I have 7. Absolutely no idea what the combo for this safe is. No idea whatsoever. Left is comfy cozy. Nope, that's locked. Don't be locked. Don't do it. Nice. Oh. Oh. Redraw with this. Office, boiler room, archives. No longer able to see all your floor plans. That's fine. Make sure I didn't see anything new. Archives. Countless shelves of documents and towering file cabinets make this otherwise immense space seem small and cramped. These archives contain almost a century of records and files pertaining to the Sinclair family's numerous interests, many of which are sealed and unable to be accessed. Hello? I can see if one of these will open for me. Terrifying room. I love the red theming here. The red theming of the red rooms. That is an apple. And then we have... Oh, Kit Kat. August 22nd, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye, even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relation of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations that one might make with the Sinclair family. This is the one who disappeared. Do I see anything in the background? You're the one who wears the necklace. Okay. January, and I assume... Oh, I can page. The next year, Swimbird author never considered herself success by Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, "My son was the only one that actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books we owned, my imagination had to take over from there." Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Later that year, November 11th, 86, publisher and author detained by Red Guard questioned. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. We saw this in one of the letters. Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining that the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy, though the charges were later dropped. November 7th. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marion Marigold has announced a split with her longtime publishing partner, Ruffington Press, citing personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold has past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Oh, Manning and White at a press conference. None of these have stuff. See at the corner, suspicious bag under the wave down a local. This is the third major anticipated charge by the Crown. Manning was the last person. The trial begins Tuesday, expected to last up to the grand treason. And then February of the next year. No trace is discovered of Cinca heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marion Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point. We are seeking information. Oh, we're still going. Okay. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic royal museum heist. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Ares have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles. At least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds dredging for clues. And the son, thought she had been involved in this. Or nothing. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Ares, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to its historic value. If the rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. And now we've reached the end. Okay. So we definitely have a suspicion that this rebellious author wrote something that was against the crown and also got her in lots of trouble, and then disappeared and started doing political shenanigans. Alright, so what is the... No, it's locked! This is the keycard door. This is what I get. This room also takes steam. Okay. This is what I get for trying to be fancy with my security station. No. You're locked. You're locked. Yeah, so we're hunting keys and other lore pieces. But we're gonna be calling it a day pretty soon here. Yeah, we're literally just we can go try and go back to the laboratory and see if we can find a key on the way. Nursery? I don't know if we can make it to the laboratory and do anything, so maybe we hope there's a key in the nursery somewhere. And that allows me to keep going. Nope. Alright. Well, we'll shuffle around a bit until we inevitably pass out. Ooh! Frustrating day in the house. Did not get a lot done. We learned a little bit more lore. We have to check out some new rooms, but... West wing favored, yeah, west facing villa. Having to spend steps instead of jewels, I don't super love. I definitely got to be a bit more careful. I'm trying to high roll security and the breaker box in the same run, but maybe I got to pump the brakes on that a little bit. Anywho, we'll try something new next time. For now, goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bar. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, leave me a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more blueprints and many other journeys to come.